Okay, so today's the long-awaited day that Animal Crossing New Horizons gets a new update. So, I knew the update 3.0 came out yesterday, but the Switch 2 edition upgrade pack was not available yesterday. So, today I'm going to start playing the Switch 2 edition. And let's hope for a frictionless migration to the save data updates, because that's the scariest screen. It could fail at any time, so I might just lower my voice. Okay, I'll use this setting. And yeah, I think I'm getting screen tearing on both of my screens, so I might have to open up NVIDIA X settings on my computer before I continue. Not before, before my next tomorrow's stream. So this is 3.0, Switch 2, Happy Home Paradise, brand new title screen. So we're going to get a long, but I'm not sure about load times, though, compared to running it in Switch 1 mode, because I think the load times are slower, but whatever. Yes. So, that's the first major update. And we'll just get 10,000, 1,000 bells. And then, bury the bells back in the hole. So, we're going to... I haven't played this in 2 days, so let's just talk to some neighbors. Yeah, I didn't play since, like, Monday. Because on Tuesday I had to go back up to New York because the water's supposed to take a sharp downturn soon. So I'm gonna get 50 miles. So let's check Nook Shopping. So we have the big game celebration, which I'm probably not going to do this year. And then we're going to go into the bin and try to find something good. There's nothing good except the blue camo flooring, maybe, but... We're also going to read the bulletin board since we rarely did that. Nothing new here. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about is the new hotel on the island. That's a highlight of the update, but we're going to start getting some fossils first. I'm going to start off this 2026 island tour. Getting some fossils. So we dug up 3 fossils in the span of like 30 seconds. That's just how much neglect I had for this game in the past few days. We're also going to try catching wasps. Now I started the stream early because of real world responsibilities I have with the CompTIA exam and stuff. Or prepping for the exam at least. Now, compared to last year's tour, I have moved the bridge 1 block to the right, but just modifying the bridge position is absolutely a hassle. So this is another fossil. We get that. And we're going to go to the pier. By By the way, I did prepare for the hotel opening, so, I also gotta change it to a hotel sign soon, so... It's a very long, and you cannot ride a boat right now, so... We're going to enter the hotel. This is the highlight of today's, of this update. She has a sorry. He has a wife? Yeah. Yeah, I played Happy Home Paradise. So... Yeah. Good. Because underpaid wages are a huge problem. Honestly. So now we have, so now we can talk to the family. So, here's a snow globe, here's a, mug. Let's talk to this. Grams. Yeah, this was a pretty funny screenshot. Yeah, I definitely will. By the way, I'm running this game only at 1080p because of there's insects inside my my room. So that's Leela. That's their children. That's their child. I didn't know they had child, so... Yes, we'll help with the decorations. They didn't do that much Happy Home Paradise coverage on this channel. Move on. Yeah. Actually, that would be pretty good because sadly too many hotel chains in the real world have are too like uniform, but that's actually seaside room atmosphere. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is enter decorate mode. And they tell you that you have mouse controls. Now, they said the mouse controls are for the Switch too, but Switch 2 Joy-Cons, but the thing is, I actually do have a USB mouse from Logitech. Well, it's not exactly a USB mouse, but it's a unifying receiver mouse, and I don't think I'll be plugging it in this stream, so Switch 2 edition. When this is displayed on a flat surface, it's not really good implementation of the mouse. So let's try it later. I'm not sure if it supports a USB mouse or something. So what we need to do is make something that feels like that one place I stayed at in Actually, this is not. I would want a certain type of hardwood for. Or natural flooring. Actually, carpet would work better for a seaside room. I prefer for something like paint flooring or. I should use paint flooring, even though it's not exactly recommended by the. Actually, it is, and we can change the cloth to yellow. I'm just reminiscing about that one time where I stayed at a pretty luxurious house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Fun times, because it was the last summer before the pandemic. So there's a bunk bed too that you could use, but there's no nice looking bunk beds. Let's see, a seaside theme. For seaside, you do want a Raton bed, but we might have to do whatever the game wants. So we're just designing this using a controller. Said mouse controls would be easier, but I haven't even tried it yet. And we also want to get a small dresser by the bed. Oh, hold on. We also want to. I think we could also make the room larger. I'll probably make it 8 size because we do want to use partitioning walls, so we can have so we can make it a full B&B style thing. Yeah, but it's only center, sadly. So we have one segment for twin beds, but a good way to put twin beds, based on my travels, is to do this. And we're going to duplicate the dresser. And we also want to add an alarm clock, because that's a standard for every hotel. Put a waste bin away from the bedroom. I think I will put this here. I can't. Yeah, this is pretty challenging, honestly, since I'm trying to design it for multiple. I'll pull up a real floor plan of a Japanese So we're going to put these. The kitchen will be placed here, of course, and so there's a sink, but that feels like a bathroom sink. So if we want a kitchen like environment that requires a sink, we have a wall clock. Yeah, they actually did explicitly say. They explicitly said that they want a bathroom section, so we're going to make a bathroom section. We're designing it like a real Oh yeah, it's 9 AM now. So this is the bathroom. Gotta put the kitchen somewhere else if we are really hell-bent on building a. I don't want to make it feel like a prison or something, but right now it feels kind of compact. So a washer machine, we don't want that next to. We don't want that because it's too noisy. We'll use a wooden pillar. Gonna put this here. I might have to expand the room by 1 to 8 so I can just I lost some skills from Happy Home Paradise, sadly. Now I can also grab multiple by using to select multiple, you have to hold the R button and move it back like this. one waste bin should be placed near the restroom. Or inside the restroom. We dropped 63 frames too. For some reason, we dropped 63 frames. Whether it's from encoding or low bandwidth, I don't know. I'm just too focused on trying to get this hotel done. Oh, we upload this as a VOD. Not to worry. Because I tried something a little different with my network config and it still dropped frames, so... I think the bathroom needs to be isolated. What to put it near the... I'll probably move the wall here. Or maybe I was gonna put this... Because... Thing is, good design. If I use the aisle-like setup. Or maybe I'm just going to duplicate this. I mean, I also heard reports that YouTube is throttling, like bandwidth, even for other users too. So we will also want a bathtub. Put table lamp on one of the dressers, and on the other, I'm thinking about how to make a better hotel room. So we're going to put another partition wall. Oh wait, did we put too many partition walls? So a partition wall between the is actually natural, but we do need a longer pillar. Maybe a double one. A double one's... I'm not sure if this is even... I'm not sure if this is even good design. But this is a really rudimentary one. I'm gonna make a compact kitchen, but we also... But some people might need to use the sink for the kitchen, so let's just put this in house. Let's go housewares and try to find a kitchen sink. Something that matches the theme of the... Not a utility sink. Not the open frame kitchen. Kitchen island is something I want to try next time. I could try ranch kitchen, or... I think this one will work better given the circumstances of a limited area for cooking. I also want to get a bathtub too, or shower. I mean, these are basic hotel necessities, honestly. Oh, we do have a toilet. We won't put this here, of course, because put this trash can here. Try to make this as compact as possible. Actually, the washing machine should not be placed near the... Should be room for utilities. Yeah, we're dropping even more frames now. Maybe I gotta check my network configuration. I'm trying to get a keyframe frequency of less than 4 seconds, but we dropped like, I don't know, 5 or 6 no, 50 seconds of frames, I guess. That's pretty severe, honestly. That's very severe for a connection like mine's. So it's definitely YouTube not performing up to par. Maybe I should just, even though it's trying to send frames, YouTube is, it says 4 seconds or less. But right now I think YouTube's bandwidth is gaming the, yeah, let's see, we have a bedroom. Or if we want to build like Hilton, usually the bathroom's the room closest to the entrance. We'll use a long one. But first we gotta move stuff. Let's make it consistent with the design language of certain hotel chains. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, I think YouTube servers have been gaming the... They might maybe gaming the reliability of my let me check. Actually, yeah, I think I'll just put it here. Oh, I hate when YouTube games. Plus, I have noticed declining viewership in on my channel, which means that they may have a vendetta against me. So, yeah. Is this even a good idea? You should ask yourself. So we're gonna put the kitchen sink here. Actually, people like to put kitchens near the window. And we want to put a rug underneath. Actually, let's calculate how many frames I really lost this stream before I continue. Wow, a whole minute? I lost almost a whole minute of frames when streaming because I think it's on YouTube's end because we also want to get an alarm clock because this is not really a business. Let's go to the recommended area and check the recommended. I think luggage storage should be around here. We can also customize the luggage. Use one shipping one. And, oh, we gotta duplicate this one, customize this again. We're gonna change this back to red. We're gonna change this to travel here. Actually, because I take color balance a lot more seriously now than I did back then, I'll change this to red. I think it's too intrusive. I'm gonna try yellow. Yellow works a lot better in this case. Because I'm really peculiar about color balance these days. The fact that I lost 55 seconds for a VOD means I have to re-upload this on my VOD channel later. Let's see, I think we're going to get another bed. Because because a lot of, you need a double bed, as recommended. Yeah, probably just antique bed, a log bed, a patchwork bed, or this one, or we can use the wooden double bed. How much is this even customizable? Use light brown here. Get rid of this bed here. I think I might have to rearrange the room too. Once again, I have to rearrange the room because the one thing people like the most in seaside hotels is if they can get a view of the ocean from their like to grab both. Let's use the R button. Actually, I was gonna have 2 of them, but unfortunately, we designed this like an apartment or something. Oh, hold on, we're not done yet. Might get rid of partition walls. Yeah, I think because they bias the windows towards the center. We decided to make it should make it a studio or a 1-bedroom. Actually, we're going to narrow it down because we're not done yet either. So just grab multiple and move it. I guess I'll move it up to here, and then I'll change the room. Also, so many insects, and now so many dropouts. Can't believe I lost 55 seconds of footage, but oh my god, the insects. They're not fun to deal with, honestly, especially when they're streaming and they land on your. I don't know. It's so annoying. Alright. Now we're going to shrink the. We'll shrink it to 6. Because we don't need all that space, yeah. We don't need all that space. We have this, and we also need to get the recommended stuff. Although they do recommend putting I need to put a table or something so people can enjoy lunch or dinner or something. So we need to just put an end table here, or we could also put a TV here, but I decided not to in this for this room. I don't want to put a TV. Since this is going to hold up to 2 guests, try and get a chair. Actually, it's better if I move the closet. I should also use some rugs as well. Let's put 1 luggage here. I'll select multiple. We're going to watch YouTube's bandwidth because I'm really scared I'm going to stream will end automatically. Okay, they say you want to put butterfly fish models. We'll do that. We'll put this above the kitchen. And we're also gonna put the hotel pendant above here. Or maybe above here. This wall seems kind of desolate. I'm gonna remove the hotel clock here. Taking a little bit of liberties here because we want... I think it's in miscellaneous. But I need a digital alarm clock that matches the room vibe. So now we get to customize this and use a yellowish color, maybe a whitish color here. I'm just gonna change the Roton to light brown. Don't leave enough space for... Choose a yellow one. Pretty unconventional for a... washing machine. But again, we are designing around color balance, not item requirements. So I'd use this. Actually, they do recommend using a that's what people like. Do I put in a mirror here? But to avoid any negative reflections. Try to base this off real world experience too. Oh, it just blocks it, so we're just gonna have to use this. Here, we might have to move the luggage. Here. I'm going to change this to a custom... Wait, that's not what I want to do. Alright. Use a compact kitchen instead. Oh, wait. Design around real world constraints. And then we have to put a waste bin somewhere. Of course it has to go somewhere. Because there's some people who need to throw out some waste when cooking or something. Now, we also need to get a on the table we want to put a hotel mug. That's the only thing you can fit on this table, realistically. And you can also put seafood pizza or table lamp. We also want a record player. And for the record, we are missing a TV. But unfortunately, it's to either go all out on the TV, because this load table is actually designed for TVs or something. I'm gonna move the load table towards the center, but that blocks the aisleway. So place the mug, and then we're going to customize this. This is probably my worst stream for dropped frames in my entire career for streaming. It's probably the worst one. I would just move the waste bin, and there we go. We need to move the chair a bit. We see parallels here, so what can we put instead? I think we're gonna put a partition wall. Yeah, I haven't played Happy Home Paradise for a while, so I'm just gonna isolate this. But this is actually not the first thing your clients want to walk into like this. So what we're going to have to do is expand it to 8. And 8's probably much better if you need to use partitioning walls or something. Or if you want to add more flexibility when it comes to things like... Because people do like seaside views for, Alright, I think it's taking me a while to design this, but we're going to do the first room this stream because I do have some real life obligations to cover after I'm done this stream. I'll put the bed here, but that will probably stink. So, what we need to do now is move this down and down. We don't want to block the window. Now there's a lot of empty room here. We could put this to good use without blocking the entryway. I'm thinking about emergency egress too, because the last thing you want to... Okay, I think we're gonna put the TV. We're gonna put hanging monitors instead of a real TV. That's a space-saving measure, honestly. We can customize this so we can use this to use a white color, and we'll use a sports broadcast because the World Cup is in a few months. Yeah, it's really immersive and all, but what if you want to watch like TV away from bed? Now, not to worry. Honestly, it's probably not in the recommended list. We're not going to use decorative bottles, but we will, however... we will, however, put magazines. Let me check what other recommendations. You have a... Put a yellow kitchen mat underneath the, kitchen area. And let's see, we don't want to block this because this is a nice view. I think I'll have to settle with this because we have a TV here, and somehow I just want to place a TV somewhere, but right now it's not looking realistic with the constraints I have, and also the fact that I am prioritizing seaside views over pointless stuff. It's probably a table for eating. Actually, if they have a sofa, I will use it, but they don't, so chairs it is for now. Gotta make sure it doesn't block the emergency egress area. I place too much emphasis on that for some reason. This is too far in. Put this down. Oh, actually, this is not gonna work. Yeah, plus it's off center, so we don't like that. I'll just look at other people's rooms after the fact. I'll get a table. I'll get an end table and put it here. If that means I can get rid of the trash can, or move the trash can somewhere more convenient. This would be good for placing something. We'll place a seafood pizza. I'm not really a fan of seafood pizza, honestly. But my cousin really loved it when she lived in when she was still living in Vietnam. We put a record player here. Maybe we're gonna put this. Actually, we can't put this on the top shelf, but we can duplicate the end table. I'll move the. Now, to stay consistent with my color scheming, we use yellow, a yellow crossly instead. A lot of attention to detail, but we're not done yet because we also want to put coconut juice, or I think coconut juice is probably good because of people like a tropical setting. Actually, we're gonna move the coconut juice to here, and the seafood pizza to here. There's also towel racks too you could place, but you cannot place them on wooden partitions. I was gonna go for it all in one, but I realized that this game has constraints, so I'll put a ceiling fan for use in the summer. But right now it's winter and it's supposed to get very cold soon. You know, it's not just like meteorology, modern meteorology. It's also there also used to be this why am I placing 3 fans in not so good positions? I don't know. We put pendant light in the middle of the room. And we want to change this to light 1. Also want to change the yellow is a little too much, so I think we're going to use could use 1, but I'll use yellow today. You know, it looks really toy-like. Color balance is the ultimate goal for this room. And we want to put a blue small round mat on the floor. Put this underneath here. And we have a yellow striped rug here, which can place either underneath the bed or in this area here. Also duplicate this for the bed area. So I think that's the best I can do with the limited time I have. Also want to put a painting here, but can't find any wall-mounted stuff that. Oh yeah, the pennant was removed earlier. Oh no, actually we already have a pennant. So instead of having a pennant on the wall, is that the butterfly fish model? No, we do have one here, so I use a coconut wall planter. So what we need to do is go to the wall mode. Actually, we'll put a second pennant above the here. And I think that will probably be it for my design. Okay, so you have to open up the camera app. And let's turn on handheld camera. So now... looks kind of bland here, so... it's not exactly seaside, but... for time's sake and for the sake of my editing... but we're gonna have to find another room, because... it really feels like winter, honestly. Or maybe the final lunar period of the year. So for the guessing, I'll probably use this second picture, because that looks a lot better. They did discard the other picture, which is fine, because I'm gonna do a final decoration. I have a magazine here. Oh wait, that's the turntable. Oh wait, now we're ready to... yeah, say you're gonna lobby. So go into the lobby. Who is they? Oh, that's... Benedict. Yes. Yeah. Because you might get scored or something. Really happy. $200 tickets, that's a new currency. Okay, so we're going to open up the new Nook Miles app. And we got decorated a hotel room. Got 300 miles for... let's talk to Grams. So let's check the price for... let's check how much a... so you have tubular stuff, artful stuff. But sadly no, no consoles. Yeah. We got spent using... let's talk to one last time. Oh wait, let's head back to, let's head back to the island and continue our island tour. What's... yeah. You have DIY. Of course. We're going to do it now. Okay, we gotta pay attention to this. Salesman. Oh god. Okay, let's see what's open up the DIY recipes app and go to requests. So we want to make potato curry. Now we can make stuff from you can make stuff from so you need 3 of these, 2, 1, and 2. 3, 2, 1, 2. So you need 3 ironwood dressers, 2 potato curries. Oh, by the way, if you're going to go to Tokyo and you're going to the Akihabara district, there's this really good curry shop on the 8th floor of Yodobashi in Akihabara, so I really suggest going there. Like, I literally, like, skipped breakfast and lunch just to have curry over there on the day I arrived in Japan, so let's see, we're going to go make ironwood, dresser. Oh, I'm not sure what this does. Okay, I think we're going to start make some ironwood dressers. Okay, so that's a gyroid. Now for now, I'm using using fruit trees because it's not exactly the cherry blossom season yet, so. We got some bells, which are not valid at the hotel. You also gotta keep some room available for crafting. Let's craft. And go to the DIY requests. Sword items cannot be used while on another island. And materials will be used first before those in your home storage. So you need to make up to 10, you must have enough materials and ingredients. Now I have to press the Y button. And yeah, it reminds me of Trails in the Sky first chapter, by the way. So we need 3 ironwood dressers. Now let's keep crafting. Green grass skirt, you only need 1. And the final one we need to make is the ironwood clock, which we need 2. Okay, now we're going to cook the curry. Oh, unfortunately those items do not stack, so what we have to do first is put away the gold nugget. We have a serving cart which we don't need to put onto the... Now I really should be using instead a so I'm gonna leave it here for now while we optimize our inventory. Which the island hasn't changed. A lot of the island actually has changed, believe it or not. Just gonna put ironwood clock. No, these are for put stones here. And a gold nugget in. And we're gonna this is for export. So I'm gonna let's try again. We'll greet the neighbors. Like this. And we'll put the single gold nugget in. Alright. Let's time to talk to neighbors. Launcher is here. I'm not sure why I used that name, honestly. I'm not gonna disclose why, honestly. So I'm gonna go to Tipper's house and let's just see what recipe she has. Small one partition. Okay, let's run the recipe. This is actually good because I do need to do that for, okay, we're at 57 minutes. So now the last thing we need to do before we export some goods. We'll stop by Wolfgang's house, but as you can see here, now we have a carrot farm, which unfortunately my yields haven't been that great because I haven't been watering it. I've been neglecting it a lot, so Vesta's house was actually moved to another area. What's the latest? Archer technology, show us something. I don't know. You're not really designed for longevity though, so I'm going to go back to the museum. And assess the fossils per usual. Let's see, we're going to make, no, assess fossils. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Now we're going to go back to... I'll go back upstairs and go to the cafe. And we're going to spend our bells here. Let's see if we're going to use pigeon milk. Just waiting. For him to pour the milk in. Go do just that. Yeah, I gotta reduce my coffee intake because I know it's not good for me. Okay, let's see. We didn't get any bonus today. But first we want to tour some island layout changes. So, going back to the theme of island layout changes, we now have a carrot farm, but our yield has been pretty bad, so 21, so that needs 3 slots. And I know these flowers are not really going anywhere. Well, yeah, Flick is here today, but we have no insects to sell right now. But this carrot farm's good. Now we gotta switch over to the shovel. So we... Alright, now it's... We won't be getting wasps right now, but we'll check what's inside here. A cold country... I don't know what that is. Sadly. Plus, I don't have enough room to change right now, so... Now, we don't care about yields, because exports are actually a new thing in this game. Actually, that's Lucha's house. Vesta's house was actually moved on the hill. And we also have the tomato farm, which is strong. And we also have this area here, which barely changed. And now we have those starter villagers, which homes, which we have not changed at all since 2020. Now, why I got into streaming full time instead of making gaming videos? Well, I don't know. I feel like editing videos is a pain, honestly. Almost nice. Oh, I can't say that on stream. Since we're prioritizing exports to... want to do the export in just one job, so... we're gonna store... So for the time being, we're actually going to store, I'm going to do a lot of off-screen gaming because we're... This is for explore. This is staying on the island. This is staying on the island. This is staying on the island. And this is staying on the island. Now it's time to cook, cook potato curry. I may link the, the curry place I'm talking about in, in, like, in the description. As it is a place I recommend. So... we got some Nook miles for that. And now we had to go export the... we have to go explore. Okay, let's talk to the guest. Yes. Yeah, he is lost. Not to worry, because I know how to make wayfinding better. So let's just go explore the goods. I want to do it all in one inventory job, so... Now we're not going to use a tour. We just need to drop it inside a box. Oh, we got ice. It requires large snowflakes, which we don't have much of. And it's actually not worth the effort, honestly. So we got 680 tickets. Alright, so that's it for the segment where we talk about hotels. We might do a little bit of cleanup before we continue with our... I'll make some more hotel rooms off stream, but on stream we're just going to check for wasps on every tree. Now, because the guest is here today, we're not going to, also gonna move the campsite somewhere more adventurous. Which means I have to get rid of a fruit orchard. Also sell the insects to Fleck instead today. Because he's here today, so... This is a retro stereo. This is a really good item. And we're going to pick up the sticks. I'm going to try out. Oh, we actually have another new feature called Resetty. And Groundhog Day is actually in a few weeks, so, pretty surprising. Reset service. Yeah. 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 Yes, says it all. Yeah, because Animal Crossing has New Horizons has autosave. The other games did not have autosave. Let's hear it. Trees, bushes, veggies, and weeds. Got room. But that's enough. No festivals. What do I need to reset? I'll pick the area. This is actually a... Okay. So we're going to reset service. We're not going to reset the entire island. Because that's going to be catastrophic to my 6 years on this island. We will, however, try to reset this area. Wait, let's go to transceiver. Oh wow, that's a huge area, honestly. We're not doing that. Oh no. I'll move about 2 blocks over. Actually, before I do that, I will probably have to do some more terraforming off stream. So I think that's enough for to do. So for now, I'm not going to do it. Let's talk to Fleck. See how much we can sell. We sell 3 of them. Gotta finish up soon, so... So we're gonna go Nook's Cranny. Actually, we do have room for the carrots now. I'll probably water the carrots better, because I've been neglecting it due to waiting for the Switch 2 edition to come out and stuff. Oh wait, no, that's... That's a simple wooden fence I put earlier. I'll sell that wooden fence. Alright, now let's head to Nook's Cranny. This game has finally received a breath of fresh air, though. Unfortunately, I lost about a minute of stream time, so I'm going to re-upload this later. Just going to sell this. You cannot sell a transceiver because that's essential. Retro stereo will not be sold. Resources will not be sold from now on. They'll be placed in storage, so... Alright, we got 100... I think I'll end this stream for now, so... Because it's almost 10 a.m., so let's deposit 51,414. Oh, I think I'll see you tomorrow. So, there you have it.